why did you decide to become involved with the Por Vida program?
We first got involved with the Por Vida program in the San Antonio area last summer when the program was first launched, and we felt as not just a restaurant but also as a steward of the community, it was important for us, almost an obligation, to make sure that we have healthy options for our guests when they come into the restaurants. So we were one of the charter members of the Por Vida program in San Antonio, and then we were excited when the Por Vida program then expanded to the Williamson County area, which we have 2 Carino's Italian restaurants in this area. So we thought it was a great fit to be involved in this community as well. And we just think as a restaurant, not only is it necessary, but it's our obligation to provide those healthy options to our guests when they come into the restaurant. And as you know, the Por Vida program has very strict dietary guidelines for each dish that you make Por Vida eligible. And we were more than happy to get involved with this. It's always been a long-standing philosophy at Carino's to make sure that we have healthy options for our guests. If you go back about 7 to 8 years into the past, we were one of the first restaurant companies to start using healthier cooking methods by taking out fats and oils and butters and supplementing them with stocks and vegetable stocks and things like that to add the flavor back in the dish to keep calorie counts low. Watching sodium contents at Carino's, in addition to our normal Durham semolina wheat flour, we also offer whole wheat penne in our dishes. We fry in trans fat-free fryer oil. We also offer a kids menu. We were one of the first restaurants to offer a kids menu where every item is under 500 calories. So it's been a long-standing philosophy at Carino's just to make sure that we have those items available to our guests. So when we first became aware of the Por Vida goals that the program wanted to do with restaurants in the area, we thought we were a perfect fit to get involved with that, to make sure that we had some Por Vida eligible items on our menu.
And what's one of your favorite Por Vida certified dishes that you offer?
Well, the highlighted dish that we serve here at Carino's is the chicken marinara primavera, which is sliced oak grilled chicken with a medley of vegetables tossed with spaghetti and a spicy marinara sauce. And we had to engineer that recipe to make sure that it met all of the dietary guidelines for calorie contents and fat and sodium that the Por Vida guidelines require. And we were more than happy to do that because it's a great offering for our guests coming in looking for something on the healthy side.
All right. And what would you say to other restaurants that are looking into becoming involved with the Por Vida initiative?
I think it's very important that if you have a restaurant and you want to offer items that are healthier to your guests, it's very simple to create some healthy items and offer them. But unless you have some backing or some sort of structure to them, it's hard to classify them as healthy items because what exactly does that mean? That could be a very subjective term to a lot of people. But to have that Por Vida logo next to the dish that actually provides some structure and background to what that dish is, that's the first step. To actually have some guidelines that a dish meets that a guest, when they come into your restaurant, can understand is a necessity. What's even more powerful is once guests in the community start to see that Por Vida logo in different restaurants. They see it at their favorite Mexican restaurant here. They see it at their favorite Italian restaurant here. They see the logo on some magazine ads or articles in the newspaper. It starts to create a very powerful synergetic dynamic to what that Por Vida means. So first and foremost, you need some structure to what a healthy item should be. And then secondly, what Por Vida provides is some kind of background to almost a brand of what that healthy item can be or be a part of in the community.
Have you noticed or have you seen the Por Vida program being a success here in your Carino's location?
Yeah, definitely. We have 2 restaurants in Williamson County that offer Por Vida dishes, and then we have 6 restaurants in San Antonio that offer dishes under the Por Vida program as well. And we've definitely heard a lot of great guest comments where they come into the restaurants, they recognize that Por Vida logo on the menu or on the menu insert. They're familiar with what it is, and then they order that dish because they're trying to eat healthy and in line with what that Por Vida logo represents. So it's definitely been a success in our restaurant.
Hi, I'm Rusty Winkstern with Monument Cafe in Georgetown, and I want to talk to you today about the Por Vida program. We feel it's a great program to introduce healthy eating to our guests in Williamson County. The process was very seamless for us. We met with a registered dietitian, took our menu items that we thought would be candidates for this program. So the dietitian came in, reviewed our menus, made suggestions on items and ingredients to fit the profile for Pura Vida. And the process was very seamless, took about an hour. And after that, everything was reviewed, and we were able to take those recipes, educate our staff on the proper execution of those. And once we felt comfortable with that, we became members of Pura Vida. We'll use the logo on our menu designating the Pura Vida entrees, ones that are actually certified by Pura Vida for consumption by our guests. And so it's a great program, and I highly recommend it. I think it'll actually give us a target market that we haven't been able to fill. We are a farm-to-table restaurant, but we do comfort food or home cooking, which sometimes makes people think it's calorie laden, but it doesn't have to be there for the flavor profile and the goodness that getting fresh meats and vegetables and dairy into your diet.